From FSU TV3, this is Good Morning Frostburg. Recorded right here on the campus of Frostburg State University.
Hello, Bobcats, and welcome to another episode of Good Morning Frostburg, your campus news show. I'm your host today, Reginald Morton, and I'm here to guide you through the events happening on campus and inform you of upcoming news surrounding the Frostburg community. We will soon approach finals week, so today's episode is to remind you of the resources that are available surrounding academic, mental, and spiritual wellness. Our guests today are students and faculty members from FSU to tell us how their services contribute to the different areas. First, here is the campus and community updates for the week. The FSU Planetarium will present a sky tour at 6 p.m. in the Gira Center, also known as CCIT, today. This show features a tour of the night sky and a full dome movie. Upcoming sky tour shows are featured the first and third Wednesday of every month. Science Saturdays begin at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. on the second Saturday of every month. Come out and witness this sky dome experience. There will be a SGA meeting tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. in the Lane Center Atkinson Room. This meeting is open to all students and will be held bi-weekly all the way to the end of the semester. John Evans is a comedian that will be performing at the Rocky Gap Resort tomorrow, Thursday, November 18th at 8 p.m. He has opened for known comedian legends around the world such as George Carlin, Dave Chappelle, Mitch Hedberg, and Lewis Black. Tickets are $10 and are still available to purchase on the Rocky Gap Resort website. Doors will open at 7:30 p.m., so be sure to come and grab your seats early. On Saturday, November 20th at 7:30 p.m., a concert and evening of jazz with the FSU Jazz Orchestra, directed by Brent Weber, and FSU Jazz Combo, directed by Tom Harrison. This concert is in the Peeler Recital Hall of the Performing Arts Center. This concert is free and open to the public. However, if you cannot attend, there will be a chance to join the live stream. Click the Join Stream button after scanning the QR code to attend the concert at any time. There will be a wind ensemble and choral artist recital Sunday, November 21st at 3 p.m. in the Peeler Recital Hall of the Performing Arts Center. This concert will also be streamed, to which you can find the link will be posted at www.frostburg.edu/concerts. For more information, contact FSU's Department of Music at 301-687-4109. That is all the updates for this week. Next is the forecast for this week as well. But first, let's check out the highlights from the Mr. NCNW pageant.
Jordan Strides.
This concludes the show, and everybody have a good night.
Good morning and welcome back, Bobcats. This week will be mostly cloudy with today beginning at 60 degrees. The rest of the week will remain in the 40s, continuing on Thursday with 49 degrees. Friday and Saturday will both be 45 degrees, and Sunday will be 48 degrees. Temperatures start to hit the low 40s on Monday with 42 degrees. Tuesday, the coolest day of the week, will be 40 degrees, partly cloudy. And last but not least, back to Wednesday, where it will be 44 degrees and partly cloudy. Well, that's all we have for the forecast this week, and as always, temperatures are subject to change, and the cloud conditions are also subject to change throughout the week. Stay warm, Bobcats, and have a great Thanksgiving break. Today, I am here with the Director of Student Support Services and Advisor, Ms. Tam Lowry, and Mr. Sean Jones from Trio Student Support Services. Welcome, you guys.
Great. Thanks for having us, Reggie.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, I'm glad for you guys to be here. Now, today, you guys, we have a couple of questions just to help us unpack exactly what Student Support Services is, okay? All right. So question number one is, what is Student Support Services, and how can this program help students from Frostburg State University benefit on this campus?
Well, Trio Student Support Services, we've been here on the campus of Frostburg State University for over 45 years. It's a long withstanding program, and it's one of the main retention programs we have here. Trio Student Support Services is a federal program, and who we target are primarily first-generation college students. And for first-generation college students, that means that the parent or guardian that the student resides with does not have a four-year bachelor's degree. So we like to get those students into our program as soon as possible, primarily their first year. And then the services we do, we want to help them graduate. So we've kind of become known as a one-stop shop for all things college at Frostburg. Yes. So they can come into our office for academic advising, tutoring. We do professional tutoring within our office, study skills, career guidance and counseling. Sean, we do a lot. Sean can tell us more about how we work with extracurricular activities too.
Yes, we do a lot of fun activities. We like to bring everyone together as a family. So we do cultural events here on campus. We will actually be attending an etiquette dinner tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So we're excited about that. We like to bring everyone together to build that community feel.
That's good, that's good. And I can vouch for all this information as I am a part of Student Support Services. So I'm Reggie Morton and I approve this message. So question number two, you guys, how does having this educational support service relate to maintaining academic wellness on campus?
Well, for academic wellness, we take really a holistic approach to it. So academic support, first and foremost, intense, some would say intrusive, academic advising. When a student comes in and meets with us, we want to make sure that they're on their right academic plan. Are they in the right major? Are you happy with that? Are you passionate about it? Right. And then making sure that they're following the plan and taking the required courses as needed. So that's first and foremost. Also, there's bumps in the road.
Yes.
Everyone's going to have bumps in the road. And managing those bumps in the road, if you're struggling in a course, is it organizational? Is it study skills? Do you need tutoring? Let's help you figure that out and then get the help that the student needs. Also, there's a lot of other things that are happening in a student's life when they're here besides academics.
as you know.
Yes, you know I know. Everything happens when you're on the campus of college, okay?
Right, and managing those things and getting the support services that they need to help make them feel comfortable and successful, because that's the goal. We like to see our students graduate.
Exactly.
Yes. It's like, even as the president says, it may not take 4 years, but even if it does take 5, it's good they still graduate.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And our first generation college students, they are the first in their family to try to navigate all of these different avenues. And we are here to support those students.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. That does contribute to our wellness, having people beside us, and backing us up at all times. How can students access the Student Support Services program?
Well, the easiest way is just come into our office. So we are located in Pullen Hall 133. Bridget Karolowitz is the person who sits out front and navigates everything in our office, so to speak. So just come into our office. We can give you the eligibility form to see if the student is eligible. If students aren't comfortable with coming into the office, they can contact us through email. On our website, frostburg.edu, Student Support Services, there's a contact information form they can fill out. So there's multitudes, or pick up the phone and give us a call.
That's right.
Exactly.
Pick up the phone and give us a call. The worst thing is if we have some of our first-gen students who don't know about us or are struggling, and we don't know, that worries us. So we want to make sure they know where to find us.
Yes.
So we really want them to come in. That's the main thing. Once they come in and they see all the services, I feel that we have them.
That's
Yes.
right.
We have them.
That's right. Especially because how could you not want to come back after her bubbly energy and his big smile, you guys? Well, thank you so much for joining us. It is important for eligible students to know that this program is available to them. We'll be right back.
Do you have any ideas for our next show and shows to come? Here's a poll for you to express your ideas to us. Scan the QR code on the screen or visit the link on FSU TV3's Instagram page and tell us what you think.
Welcome back, Bobcats, and now we will focus on our mental health and wellness. I am here today with Dr. Susan Mandel, the Clinical Director from Counseling and Psychological Services, or also known as CAPS, who will answer some questions centered on the program and their services. Welcome to the show, Doc.
Hello, thanks so much for having me today, Reggie.
I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you on this wonderful day. So now I have a couple questions for you to help us unravel exactly what CAPS is, okay?
Sure.
All right, question number 1. What can students expect when visiting or receiving assistance from CAPS?
Sure, so our main goal at CAPS is to treat every single student that walks through our doors with respect and dignity. So that's right from their first contact with us, whether that's in person or over the phone, throughout their time with us at CAPS. They'll meet with a counselor who will explain all of our policies, answer any questions that they might have about counseling or about CAPS. And then what goes from there really depends on them as far as how often or they may need to be seen, or whatever their needs are, we will try to meet them as best that we can.
Wow, I like that. I like that, how you guys navigate the actual student. You don't force them to do things.
Correct,
That's
yes.
wonderful.
It's
That's
totally up to the student.
That's wonderful. Yeah, we need that here on campus. Also, how is maintaining your mental health important through this college journey?
Sure, so mental health can really, it impacts every part of our life, including our academics, our career, our personal life. So, mental health can impact all of those areas. So if you're not feeling good, then you might not be able to go to class, might not be able to get your schoolwork done, concentrate, focus, and you may not even realize that you're struggling in those areas and that how it might be related to your mental health. And so being able to get some support with mental health can have sort of a domino effect on those other areas of your life.
Yes, I like that. I like that. It's all about helping and pushing up on the other areas.
Absolutely.
I do like that. So students, when they visit CAPS, do they have to visit regularly, or can they come as they need to?
Sure. So again, it's really up to the student, and in working with their counselor to figure out what their needs are and how we can best meet them, and that will look different for every student.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Some students only do need one session.
That's right.
And then that's it. They're good to go and they're on their way. Other students do need to meet with us more regularly, and that's completely fine as well. I think if you are going to be meeting with somebody regularly, it's important to, have that consistency of meeting with the same person.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, so, dropping in whenever you need it. We do have crisis services available if you are in need of that. However, you might not be able to see that same counselor every time. So if you are able to, and we feel like that's the best thing for you, to get connected with one person and then continue meeting with them, I think that tends to be what works best for most people.
Wow, I like that. I like that. See, it's not a free service because we do pay for it, but child, y'all doing good for it to be what it is to us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So now, where can students access CAPS?
Sure, they can access us in a couple of different ways. So we do have a website, frostburg.edu/CAPS, I believe. And we have lots of self-help resources there, and that might be the only thing that you need, which is great. You can also call us. Our number is on our website. You can also stop by during our office hours. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. We also have some social media. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, great places to get little mental health tips. And then again, if you need us during when we're not open, you can also contact us through the University Police if you do need to speak with a crisis counselor outside of our business hours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Susan, for joining us today. Mental health is a crucial part of our lives, and having these resources to help manage this area is sometimes all students should be informed of. We will be right back after this break.
The organization we are recognizing for this week's Spotlight is the Frostburg Ladybugs. They wish to build, uplift, and guide while also using their positive mentorship program that connects mentors and mentees. This organization's mission is to share, teach, and promote positive mental, emotional, physical, and academic growth in college-aged women. For updates from this organization, follow them on Instagram at ladybugs_FSU.
Welcome back, Bobcats. I am here with Raven LaPrade and Devon Kemgang. They are a part of an organization called UCM, a faith-based group here on campus. And they are here today to discuss how you can benefit and obtain spiritual well-being through this group. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so glad y'all are here. I'm a part of UCM as well, you guys, so these are my close friends, and I can't wait for them to unpack exactly what this organization is for you all. So I have a couple of questions. And question number one is, what is this organization?
So UCM is not just, it's faith-based, but it's not just, all about Bible studies and, church stuff. We also do stuff pretty much to bring people into us. So we do different things. We do
A movie night.
We do a movie night. We do game nights. We do stuff like that pretty much to get people into us,
Yes. I like that. So now, what can others accomplish by being a part of UCM?
They can accomplish just the joy of being in a study group and learning the Bible. They can make friends and just socialize with people.
Yes, because we do know how important it is to fellowship, especially in these day and times with mental health on the rise,
But I think you also learn how to be your responsibility because, you got to have discipline when it comes to stuff like this. You need to be able to read your Bible and pray as well.
That's right. Another question is, how can students join this organization?
They can just walk in. We have United Through Christ every Monday at 7:30. And then on Wednesdays, we have 100% Triumph at 7:30. So, yeah, you can just walk in. And
I like that. Just walk on up. And they also have Ladies of Faith, if I remember.
Yeah.
Definitely, and that's in CCIT.
On what day?
That's on Thursdays at 6.
Oh, right. So we have a plethora of things throughout the week, as you can see, that you can come and enjoy UCM with.
Yes.
Now, as we often just said, how often do they meet? But they meet throughout the week.
Yes.
Well, I guess the next question is, how does maintaining spiritual wellness work together with your mental health and your academics here on campus?
I feel like they both kind of, go hand in hand because you have to have one to have the other. So think about it in a way of you're in your mid-20s, but you're still, in your undergrad, you need to be able to know the Word of God and pray enough for God to give you for Him to tell you what your purpose is, so you know what you need to take, so you're not, being in school this long or doing all this kind of stuff that you really don't have to do. It's just wasting money and stuff.
That's right. So you don't want your academic journey to be in vain. You want God to be able to guide you where to go after this.
Yep, and it harms your mental health being in school this long. As Julie said, like, it caused you so much stress for being in school. So
Yes. Yeah, so it's important to meditate and come back to
Yeah.
yourself and to the roots. I understand.
Definitely.
I understand. And I like how you said mid-20s. Girl, I'm only 21. She said mid-20s. We 21-year-old, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So as students, you guys, here on campus in UCM, what advice can you give other students as they approach finals week?
Advice I can give them is just like study hard, and continue to read the Bible and study.
That's right.
and also pray.
That's
continuously.
Right. That's right. It's going to be a whole lot of prayers. So as the library gets busy, heaven is going to get busy with prayers.
Yeah.
But we thank you so much, Raven and Devon, for coming on the show today and sharing this useful information. Out of the 100 plus organizations here on campus, we are glad that you both came and informed us about yours. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
for having us.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in to today's episode. We want to thank all of our special guests, from Tam Lowry, Sean Jones, Dr. Susan Mandel, Raven LaPrade, and Devon Kim Gang for joining us today. As always, a huge thanks to our MassCom 388 crew. Don't forget that all of these areas of wellness contribute to your everyday living, and Frostburg is here to help you in all these areas. We hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving break. This has been Good Morning Frostburg, and again, I am your host, Reginald E. Morton III. We'll see you next time.